Hi guys, I remember watching The Conjuring. It was 20, I think, 13 or so. I believe so. I think so. So there was this really scary scene. The woman hears clapping. She goes, "Who's that? Who's ever down there? I'll lock you in the basement now," or something like that. And then it was so scary. That scene made me scared to go into a dark basement. And first of all, being locked in a basement is terrifying. That would scare the bejesus out of me. I don't know if I could sleep if that was. I don't like sleeping in a dark basement. Plus, I turn the lights off in the basement at night. My dog doesn't seem to mind the dark because she's a dog. Basically, if she heard clapping and no one was there, that would freak her out. My dog would bark if she heard clapping. I'm serious. This scene is the most scariest scene I ever saw in the movie The Conjuring. This woman hears clapping and she goes, "Who's that?" And she thought it was her kids, but they were sleeping, and it turned out she was locked in the basement. And this ghost comes behind her and asks her, "Do you want to play hide and clap right behind her?" And she screamed. And then she got locked in. Now, if that happened to me, I'd be running to the hills. I'd be pounding so loud I let people hear me to get me out. That is scary. I don't know if I would ever recover if that happened to me. Because I'm terrified of the dark. I couldn't do it, no. If my dog wasn't there, I'd be terrified. I'd be screaming. Gee, that was scary. That scene scared me because it makes you wonder, oh my god, who's clapping? Like, that is scary. Imagine hearing clapping in the middle of the night and there's no one there and it's just you. I mean, that would scare you, right? Oh yeah. How would you react if you were home alone, you heard clapping, you were locked in a basement? Wouldn't you be scared? I mean, that's a scary idea, the idea of claustrophobia, the idea of clapping behind you, no one's there, you turn around, there's nobody behind you, but you hear the clapping, you want to know where it's coming from. Of course, you'd be venturous. Keep in mind that it would scare me if that happened. I'd be like, "Who's there? Who's there?" I would definitely have nightmares for a month if that happened to me. Like, personally, I don't know how I could handle that. That is so, so scary. The idea of being locked in a basement. Oh, I don't know how I handle. I wouldn't like it. Personally, that would scare me. Now, some people may not mind, but I mind. A ghost clapping behind me, locked in the basement. I would use my ghost apps. I do EVP in that. I wouldn't freak out completely. I just don't like the dark. I'm also a little bit claustrophobic. But don't worry about me. That happened to me. I used my ghost apps. Because I have internet, right? And Wi-Fi. As long as the Wi-Fi is working, please let it work. That would be so scary. You could play hide and clap. You have to do it blindfolded, and you have to do it at nighttime. You have to turn off all the lights in your house. You have to walk around your house in the dark with a blindfold clapping. And if the person's near, you'll hear the clapping back. If there's a ghost, it will clap back. I try it. I dare you. Yes, it's scary. Can you get hurt by doing it? It's a very dangerous game. I don't recommend it, hide and clap, because you're doing it in the dark. You're blindfolded. You can't see anything, but you hear clapping, and that might frighten you because you can't see anything. Well, that is scary. Personally, I don't like the dark, but I could try the game The idea of being blindfolded and I can't see anything and then I hear clapping. That's a little bit scary, you know? But it's worth trying. I mean, you do it at 3 a.m., right? If you don't have anyone with you, use your toys. I mean, you can hide. But the nearer the person is, you'll hear clapping. But if it's just you and your toys and you hear clapping, that's a ghost. A ghost can clap just the same as a human, because they got hands, right? Of course they can, I'm sure they can. You tell me. Can a ghost clap? Yeah, they can. I guess they can.